Oh, that's an interesting way to start off the first In the Garden of 2011. Well, the last time we spoke, you'll remember we had a brand new display garden installed in Tennessee, and what you just saw is what became of that display garden, a nearly monumental flood that went through the region, and thankfully the only thing that we lost were some plants where many other people weren't that fortunate. So after a while of rebuilding and a lot of pretty scary video, we have put together a start of a brand new display garden here in Tennessee. Now don't worry, plant fans, a lot of the plants were lost, but Raywood weeping and a lot of other plants were able to make it through the flood. I wouldn't go as far as saying they're flood proof, but these plants have seen a fair amount of water in their time. So the back half of our display garden was washed away, but the entire front half, now that's a different story. Now this is the front half of our display garden, which thankfully didn't really get a drop of water that ran through it. And as you can obviously tell, this is our front display garden in winter, which, can I mention, it's really cold outside right now, and the snow sort of gently placed here and there is a telltale sign that that's probably the case, but it's also a time to remember that's why we have a winter garden. I am standing right in the middle of a trio of Alaskan cedars, sometimes called, by those of us that want to get into Latin every now and then, Chamaecyparis nootkitensis, and even that's sort of argued. And these are three distinct cultivars, and they are a great example of exactly what can make the winter garden so really cool. Both form and color become ultra important when the snow's all over the place, because it just looks neat with the snow draped on things. But more importantly and specifically, this really unique narrow form that these three cultivars in particular have, which are Vandenacker, Snowpark, and Pendula. Now, all of the Alaskan cedars have a bit of a weeping, laid-back look, but these three have an extremely narrow, upright form. And then they have a counterpart, which is Chamaecyparis nootkitensis glauca, which is a little bit more of a fuller, broader guy. But all of them make a perfect example of what a winter garden truly can be. And if that's you out in the winter garden like I am now, or just staring out from your window with a nice hot cup of cocoa or coffee, whichever your beverage of choice is, they make an awesome addition to the landscape. And I think I'm going to get back inside and maybe pick a beverage of choice to get a little bit warmed up, and we'll see you next time in the garden.